Historically, my name is Damlola Ogunshaki. Stephen Okechukwu Keshi was born on 23rd January 1962. He was a Nigerian football player and manager. Keshi was born in Bauchi State. He hailed from Hila in Oshimili North local government area of Delta State and was of Igbo descent. He began his playing career in the Nigerian League before moving to play in Belgium and France. As a player, Keshi represented Nigeria at the 1994 World Cup where they reached this round of 16. In 1996, he was joined by Augustine Eguavon, who once coached the Nigerian national team. They played together in California as the backbone of the defense for the short-lived Sacramento Scorpions. Keshi has been a part of the coaching staff for the Nigerian national team, most notably as head coach for the Junior Eagles at the 2001 African Youth Championship, which also served as qualification for the 2001 FIFA World Youth Championship without success. Between 2004 and 2006, Keshi coached the Togo national team, surprisingly bringing them to their first World Cup tournament, Germany 2006. He worked as a manager of the Mali national team after being appointed in April 2008 on a 2-year deal. Keshi was sacked in January 2010 after Mali's early exit in the group stages of the 2010 African Cup of Nations. Keshi became coach of the Nigerian national team in 2011. He led Nigeria to qualification for the 2013 African Cup of Nations, which they went on to win, defeating Burkina Faso 1-0 in the final. The following day, Keshi added in his resignation only to reverse his decision on the day after. Keshi led Nigeria to the 2013 Confederations Cup, defeated Tahiti 6-1 and lost 2-1 to Uruguay in the second game and also lost 3-0 to World Cup winner Spain in their final group game. On 16 November 2013, Keshi's Nigeria secured qualification to the 2014 World Cup by beating Ethiopia 4-1 on aggregate in a playoff. Keshi set a record in African football by being the first African coach to qualify two African nations, Nigeria and Togo, for the World Cup finals in 2005 and in 2013. In July 2004, following Nigeria's exit from the World Cup, Keshi's contract with Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) expired and was not renewed. Keshi was married to his wife Kate for 30 years. She died on 10 December 2015 after battling cancer for 3 years. They had 4 children. Keshi had a heart attack and died en route to hospital on 7 June 2016 in Benin City, aged 54. His wife had died the previous December. Keshi was honored by Google with a doodle on what would have been his 56th birthday. Rest in peace, Stephen Keshi. Larry King was born in Berkeley on November 19, 1933. After graduating from high school, King worked to help support his mother. From an early age, he desired to work in radio broadcasting. A CBS staff announcer whom King met by chance suggested he go to Florida, which was a growing media market with openings for inexperienced broadcasters. King went to Miami, and after initial setbacks, he gained his first job in radio. The manager of a small station in Miami Beach hired him to clean up. His first broadcast was on May 1, 1957, working as a disc jockey from 9 a.m. to noon. He also did 2 afternoon newscasts and sportscasts. He was paid $50 a week. He began to conduct interviews on a mid-morning show for WIOD at a restaurant in Miami Beach. He would interview whoever walked in. His first interview was with a waiter at the restaurant. King's Miami radio show brought him local attention. On January 30, 1978, King began broadcasting a nightly coast-to-coast program on the Mutual Broadcasting system, inheriting the talk show slot that had begun in 1975. King's Mutual show rapidly developed a devoted audience called Kingaholics. Larry King Live began on CNN in June 1985. On the show, King hosted a broad range of guests, from figures such as UFO conspiracy theorists and alleged psychics to prominent politicians and entertainment industry figures, often doing their first or only interview on breaking news stories on his show. After broadcasting the CNN show from 9 to 10 p.m., King then traveled to the studios of the Mutual Broadcasting System to do his radio show, when both shows still aired. Unlike many interviewers, King had a direct, non-confrontational approach. His reputation for asking easy, open-ended questions made him attractive to important figures who wanted to state their position while avoiding being challenged on contentious topics. King said that when interviewing authors, he did not read their books in advance so that he would not know more than his audience. Throughout his career, King interviewed many of the leading figures of his time. According to CNN, King conducted more than 30,000 interviews in his career. On June 29, 2010, King announced that after 25 years, he will be stepping down as the show's host. In March 2012, King co-founded Aura TV, a production company with his then wife, Sean Southwick King, and Mexican business magnate Carlos Slim. King was married 8 times to 7 women. On January 2nd, 2021, it was revealed that King had been hospitalized with COVID-19 10 days earlier in a Los Angeles hospital. King's wife, Sean Southwick King, told Entertainment Tonight that he had recovered from COVID-19 but died of sepsis as a complication on January 23rd, 2021. Rest in peace, Larry King. That's all on the show today. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms to stay up to date on happenings around you. I am Dam.